Here's my note card. Here's my audience. Here's my recorder. Now, I'm sure everyone in this room has had Chick-fil-A at least once or twice in their life. I'm pretty sure after the first time you had it, y'all asked yourself, man, where's this been my whole life? Who came up with this wonderful idea? Well, today we're going to be discussing the history of Chick-fil-A and its origins. Now, Chick-fil-A is an American staple. It is a beloved fast food restaurant chain here in the United States, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, I have conducted my own research on the origins and history of Chick-fil-A by looking up information on chickfil-a.com, businessinsider.com, and companyhistories.com. Awesome, let's get into it. So our first point will be the origins of the first location, how it started. So according to chickfil-a.com, S. Truett Cathy was the founder of Chick-fil-A, and in 1946, he founded the Dwarf Diner, his very first diner. Now this was like a prerequisite of Chick-fil-A, kind of its foundation where it got its ideas. All right, so just over the years, he came up with the invention of the chicken sandwich and gained a lot of attraction with it. And he said, I'm gonna make up my own franchise using only the chicken sandwich. So that brings us to the year 1967. And according to chickfil-a.com, Cathy opened up the very first Chick-fil-A location in South Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta, Georgia. And according to Business Insiders, it was approximately 384 square feet, just to show you how small it was. And Chick-fil-A gained so much popularity that it took its fame outside of the malls, and in the year 1986, according to Business Insider, Chick-fil-A opened its first standalone restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia. So that brings us to our next point. Chick-fil-A through the 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. Starting off in the year 1995, Chick-fil-A comes up with its infamous slogan, "Eat more chicken." But sadly, due to the mad cow disease in the year 2004, Chick-fil-A had to stop using this pretty creative slogan, simply just because they didn't want to catch any flag or they didn't want to offend anybody. But a few years later, they brought it back. So that brings us into the 2010s. And in the year 2011, Chick-fil-A stops just focusing on the fast food business side of it. They start helping the family unit. So they start doing this charity, this foundation called the WinShape Foundation, which helps and offers marriage counseling to people who are having marriage issues, which is a beautiful thing. They want to keep the family unit alive. So sadly though, in the year 2014, the beloved owner, S. Truett Cathy, passes away at the age of 93, but Chick-fil-A is not done there. Instead of just keeping it in the United States, they decided to take it internationally, opening the first location in Toronto, Canada, and reading United Kingdom. So that brings us to our third and final point, which is Chick-fil-A in the present day. According to companyhistories.com, Chick-fil-A is currently worth $1 billion, and also according to companyhistories.com, Chick-fil-A is sitting at third place in fast food chains ranking, specializing in chicken, sitting right behind Kentucky Fried Chicken and Popeye's Chicken. As you can tell, they also adapt to the culture of the communities. Chick-fil-A is no longer just a southern state restaurant, it's also nationwide. In conclusion, today we discussed the history of Chick-fil-A and learned a lot about its about its origin and where it came from. So the next time you eat Chick-fil-A, maybe you'll have a little more appreciation of knowing who started it, who founded it, and where it came from. All right, here's my crowd, my audience. Thank you.